now we get to see what HQ thinks.
We're on to turn
Do they come
2.
bugs?
Yeah, and we're going to see if HQ is going to... Anything going on?
Nope. So now they get to check HQ.
Yeah. Nope.
Now we place PC marker.
Yeah. So what do we place in this
which
turn?
is BBA.
BBA.
So BBA.
Yeah, and well, if we put spooky up here, it's a C. So we
so that will trigger.
So we probably should just put the C's up here just so that because I don't know where we're going to put spooky. BB, so these are A's up here, right?
No, these are A's down here.
Oh, these are B's?
It's A, B, B, C.
Okay, sorry.
I don't see us moving with these A's very.
No. Oh, Lord.
This one doesn't feel I don't feel as good as I did about the first defensive mission.
No, this one is rough. Rough. Okay. Okay. Well, that's...
So now it's their enemy activity check.
Yeah.
So now we just put in, so now we got an enemy activity here. Yeah, there and here, right?
Yep.
They got none here. That guy's a casualty.
Yep. So we draw 1 to 3, right? So we're going to do the middle one. So we're going to do this dude. So
he is undercover.
Uh-huh.
What is he? So I don't think that mattered. He's just a normal squad, right? He's the RPG?
He's the RPG, yep.
Well, does that make him a grenade? Or he's an AF.
He can take it.
He has a grenade.
Yeah.
But he's not a VOF unit, a grenade VOF unit.
Correct.
So I think he's all other situations, the 1 through 4.
Salt, so okay.
Do you agree?
On the same card. Yep, I do. He does 2, which I think... No, he infiltrates
towards the closest opposing unit, and there are 3 of them.
Okay, so we're randomly choosing which of those 3? Correct?
I think that's correct. They just... trying to remember what they told us. Is it... It might just be straight down, man. That they infiltrate towards where they're trying... Because they're trying to get off, right? They're not...
Is that right?
It was... I don't remember on Board Game Geek what we were told. Do you?
No.
Clearly
well,
not.
No. I thought actually that was the difference between towards the closest unit and towards the edge of the board. And that one was they infiltrate towards a unit. See, if they had advanced straight ahead, then I would agree. True. But infiltrate towards closest opposing unit, I think we just draw randomly.
I could see that. Yep.
I think we just draw randomly.
So you drew a 3, right?
I drew a 3. So they're going to go here.
Yeah. Well, good. They're incoming. Did they infiltrate?
I'm going to see. They're drawing 2 to see if they infiltrate. They did not infiltrate.
They did not. All right. So they're on here exposed.
Yep.
That stops this guy from firing there, kills that crossfire. This becomes... Oh, we never did change volumes of fire based on...
True. So there's no... This PDF...
This guy's still firing here because he doesn't...
I think this guy was firing here. I don't think he was ever firing that direction. That was actually wrong. Because remember, this card placed first, so he's actually firing here.
That's right. So he actually stopped when that guy moved. He just keeps firing when that guy moves.
Yeah. Because he's not going to fire into here because we have units in here, right?
Yeah, this is where... I don't think they stopped firing. I think they might follow them if they moved. They may actually follow them
into it, and they won't stop.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
I think they follow them if they move along the PDF, is what I'm recalling. Are you looking it up?
I'm trying to. The PDF never changes direction in response to the opposing unit's
Cool.
movement.
Cool.
Only if it
So
moved.
basically, if he had
So it
moved
stays
here,
here.
we might have hypothetically followed him, but not
Correct.
in a,
So
not
this
in a
is
movement.
still automatic then up here.
Yeah. Although we can probably call for a ceasefire.
Maybe. I mean, we can, but well, I don't know. Yeah, we could radio and tell somebody to cease.
No,
fire.
that's the third platoon's in there. Third platoon HQ is in there. He's pinned, but
But he's
in there.
pinned.
Well, we'll see.
I don't
Maybe.
think he.
I mean, it's possible that the CO can rally him. Let's worry about that later.
Yeah.
All right, we're drawing 1 to 2 now. So we're gonna do
That was this guy.
this guy.
2 unspotted guys.
So he's, what is he? He's the 60 millimeter.
He's a
mortar.
grenade. So he would be this right here. So he's automatically going to try to do a grenade attack.
All right, so he's drawn 2 to see if he does a grenade attack.
And
He'll probably
I think
do
it'll
this
be.
because it has the most
The
steps.
question is, yeah, it's the card with the most steps.
And that's going to be almost certainly going to be this one. There was like a way to do this. 1, 8 friendly steps versus 5.
Yeah. So versus it's only like 5.
Again, we want him to. I think we want him to hit. He did hit.
So 1 through 3. 1, 2, 3.
1.
Well, that was actually probably good.
I guess.
I mean, not good because it's a full.
So I've moved him to 1. He's down to 1 ammo.
No, he started with 4. I already moved him.
Oh, that sucks. All right. So now the mortar guy.
Yeah, so he is just gonna. He has a target. So he's.
Is he drawn?
Right, he's up in here.
So
Where is he? Right here. Good order with remaining fire. Attempt to call. Tries to call the target marker. So
2 cards.
He gets to draw. Spotters have 3 fire missions. Draw 3 cards.
1,
Oh.
2, 3. Thank
think
God
he
he
hit.
doesn't. Thank God he doesn't have battalion fire. Wow.
Well, they're pinned.
I know. Wow.
He's hitting his own guy too.
I know. I'm just wondering if we can get them out of there. Okay. Wow, that's whoo. This is going poorly. Okay. All right. Well, now
That's all the enemy activity, right?
Yep. So now we're drawing for the CO. Right?
Yep.
So he's
And
getting
he is +1.
+1 for being a veteran.
Right.
3.
He's up to 5. Wow.
So he probably should activate the same guys he activated last turn.
Well, can he activate a pinned?
I think so, can't he? Does that have to be?
I feel like we've answered this question before.
It's going to be under command actions, right? Oh, that is taking a long time to show up. Activate any subordinate HQ or staff. That's the recipient. Right?
Have to be on their command side, which he's on his command side. So it doesn't say anything about pinned.
So, I mean, I'm thinking what he should do is he should activate the 3 guys up here, and then he should attempt to rally that guy.
Well, and it probably makes sense because the draw modifier includes a -1.
Well, I think it not only makes sense, it's like explicit in the rules that he doesn't have to, that he can be pinned. So that guy is veteran.
He's right here.
Yeah.
But it's the Doesn't matter what he is.
Well, I'm talking about spending one to
The
rally.
HQ is, yes.
The HQ is what matters for
It's
rallying.
the rallying unit in this
So
case.
he's going to draw 3 to try to rally him, right?
It's the attempt to remove a pin marker. He's under a volume of fire still, right? No. No. He's not.
That should not be there.
Nobody's firing on him anymore, so it's automatic for both. He's automatic.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
We should definitely he should call a ceasefire and unpin that guy and call a ceasefire.
That's why I was thinking, does he need to unpin that guy? That guy's going to automatically unpin himself because he's not under volume of fire.
Can I throw something out? The third platoon, we unpinned him. Do we want to activate him? He's got 6.
Oh,
and he only has.
Okay, yeah, let's not activate him. Good point. I hadn't thought about that.
I don't know if we want to activate anybody else and do we want to just save our 4?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, the first platoon's got 4. He can only save 4.
Yep.
Is that right? No, he can save 6. So I could be convinced to do the first platoon to get some more.
Well.
Oh, actually, could he tell him to unpin?
Where is the first platoon? No, it's the XO who's pinned.
Okay.
But
first platoon's here.
The XO will unpin himself because he's not under a volume of fire.
I'm just wondering if we want to.
We want him to have some things because we want him to spot.
Yeah. I think we actually activate the first.
Okay, so we're going to save 2 above what we said before.
We're saving 3. Yeah.
Okay, saving 3. Okay. So now we move on.
So the first platoon.
Okay. First platoon gets 5. No, 6. Because he's in a foxhole and he's a veteran.
That's too many. Oh, no, that's not necessarily too many. He can save 6. He can spend 4, so that's perfect.
So he should try to spot, and he can also, if he needs to, he can tell somebody else to try to spot.
He can tell this guy to spot. He can't. I don't want to move him.
That guy's green, so.
Well, that's okay. We may tell him to spot if we don't spot.
All right, so he's drawn 3 cards to try to spot.
Did we say they rally? Can they unpin over a radio?
I think so. I mean,
and the reason I ask is because he could unpin.
We've done it every time.
He could unpin. Nope, he can't unpin any of those.
Well, one of those guys has a radio.
Well, one of them has a radio. Yeah, but they're green. They're all green.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does that guy have a radio?
Yeah, but you know what the XO ought to do? He ought to go here. Shit. How many does the XO? The XO's got 2. He can go here, tell that guy to move, and then go back. That's what the XO should do.
Wait, if he goes there, doesn't he get an exposed marker? And then he
you know what?
He can keep moving on the card.
Yeah, but
let's come to the XO when we get to the XO. Hang on. Let's come to the XO when we get to the XO. So first platoon should try to spot first, right? I've lost you.
Correct.
You're off somewhere else. So he gets
first platoon should try to spot.
3 draws to try to spot, right?
Yep.
He fails.
Should he exhort himself?
How many?
He's only going to spend 4 commands.
Oh wait, would we actually get 3 to spot there? Because he's under.
That's a good question.
Actually, let's look at this. So that spotting.
He's undercover.
So it's
he's
-1. He does have a VOF rating of G. He doesn't have a VOF rating of G. He has a VOF rating of.
Are you sure he should?
Does he? Oh yes, he does have a VOF rating of G.
So wait a minute. So we're veteran. So we get a +1. He's undercover -1, but then it's +2.
So we should be
And
drawing.
then the card is a 2. So
with the moon, is
so
it?
we should be getting.
No, the conceal.
We should be getting
2 more
4.
draws.
You only
Four
drew 2?
I drew 3.
You drew 3, right?
But wait, he gets +1 for veteran, -1 for undercover, and +2 for the
2.
G rating.
So 4 total. Right? He gets. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I'm doing my math wrong. I'm sorry. You're correct. You're correct.
So wait, am I? He
You're
should
correct.
be drawing.
It's,
He should.
it's +3, -1, +2. You're correct.
So how many should be drawing? 5, 4?
It's 2 by default. It drops to. It goes to 3 for veteran. It goes to 5.
Okay.
4, and then
So
it goes down 1.
He should be drawing. He should be drawing 1 more.
1 more, and then we can exhort if we needed to, if we wanted to.
Should we exhort?
I think we should. We're not going to. I mean, what else are we going to do with all these commands? We got 4.
Yeah, we can tell the green guy to try, but okay, we're going to exhort. Okay, that didn't work.
So that's 2. Now, do we just tell what the green guy would be?
Well, hang on. He's no, he can't.
The green guy gets 2 tries.
He gets 2. Yeah, he gets 2. So let's tell the green guy to do it.
But he can be exhorted as well if it doesn't find him.
So 1, 2.
Jeez. I would exhort. God almighty.
Jeez.
That's unlikely.
So he used 4. I mean, is he at his maximum for saving?
Yeah, that's all you're allowed to spend.
That's all you're allowed to spend. All right.
God.
So he was the only one. He was the only one we activated, right?
Correct.
I think we're still gonna spot him. It just was kind of like a waste of commands. All right. So next up is third platoon. So is second platoon?
Let's see. Correct. It is second platoon. Correct. But he's got. Ooh, that's actually pretty.
He gets 3, but he's kind of like got
a. Second platoon is green, so he's -1, right?
Yep. So he only gets 2.
So he gets 2. So he has 4. But he can only save 2.
He can't really do anything.
We're not going to have him do anything, are we?
No, because he'll be walking into a potential contact A.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be said I think we're heavily engaged right now, right? Because of this.
Oh, we are. Yeah. So should we? Still feels scary. Oh.
What's the matter?
Well, no, we're good. Keep going. Nope. I was getting out of sequence. Go ahead. Are we going to have him do anything? He's got.
I wonder if we should have him move up here with an idea of like. I mean, I'm wondering if we should get him up here now that we're heavily engaged. Do a platoon move. Let's wait a turn. We'll probably.
The problem is they're just going to keep triggering. They just keep triggering. Right? It doesn't go away.
I know. I'm totally aware.
Ugh.
Let's hold off for a turn. See what happens.
This row 1 thing is really makes this challenge.
It does make it really challenging. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So we're not doing anything with them. Yeah.
All right. So that's second platoon. Now third platoon.
Yeah.
He gets.
Oh, got our spot.
He gets 2. Yeah, great.
Third platoon
gets 2.
He has 6, so he's up to 8. Where is he? He's up here. And he can tell that guy to move here, right? He has a radio?
Yep. Well, first thing you should do is probably ceasefire, right?
Oh, actually, he was going to unpin this guy.
No, I don't think we
need he's going to be...
We don't need
to automatically unpin.
Exactly. But we should cease fire.
Correct.
So we'll cease fire. That's 1. Then yeah, I'm thinking maybe we get third platoon. We pull third platoon back to here.
I feel like that would be really wise.
He can infiltrate too, right?
He can risk it under cover.
Nah, just put him out. He's got a radio. Put him out
Got a
there
radio.
because we can tell him to seek cover if we need to. So he's line. So
Well,
he's just drawn 2 for infiltrate.
Please infiltrate.
He didn't.
My only concern is now he's exposed, and
Well, I know, but we could use a command to tell him to seek cover.
yeah. Well, can pinned units seek cover?
I think if anybody could seek cover, it would be pinned units, but that's a good question.
Yeah, they can. They can attempt to seek cover.
Okay.
Should we do that?
I think we should do that. We should tell him to seek cover. So he's drawn
4, right?
Let's see. No, 4. Because he's okay. 4 cards. 1. Got it. On the first one. We didn't draw any more spots, so that's good. They're still all in the deck.
He's not worse off than him. So that's 3.
Now
he can save them all.
Now, well, the other thing he could do is he could tell this guy to spot. He could radio that guy and tell him to spot.
Yes, he should tell him to try to spot.
Yeah.
And this is elevation. He's veteran, so he should be 5, right?
+1, +2, +1, +3. So he's drawn 5. Right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he drew 5. Oh God, what are you doing, crazy person? All right, so that guy is spotted now, which means we're gonna lots of opening fire is gonna happen.
This guy's going to shift fire by the way.
Yeah, he can do that when he can do that.
First sergeant will tell that guy to shift.
Yep.
Maybe open up.
Yeah, I'm thinking he should actually open up artillery over there.
But he should still shift fire and not waste it over here.
Correct, 100%. Okay, so we've got heavy. It's not heavy. Is it heavy weapons? No.
Well, it's because Spooky's still laying.
Well, but those should actually have come off at the end of last turn, I think.
Do they?
Yeah, because you place them and then I would think so, but maybe I'm wrong.
So that's automatic though for this guy.
Yeah. Okie doke.
So that was all 4, right? That was it.
He spent, what did he spend him on? He spent 1 to move, 1 to seek cover, and 1 to spot. So that would have been 3.
Oh, he ceased fire too.
Oh, and ceased fire. Yeah, he spent 4. Yeah.
So that's all 4.
Yeah. So now 4th platoon.
4th platoon, who can only save 2.
He gets 2 more.
Gets 1.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right. So now the
XO. If we're sending anybody up, we should send the 4th platoon.
Yeah, the XO gets 1, but he can only.
And ironically, David, I will point out with the 4th platoon and this whole. Yeah, I'd be more willing to move the 4th platoon here only because the 2 open cards where they.
So, but I mean, if we move him here, they could. There's a 20% chance.
There's a chance they would land there. Correct. There is a chance they would land there.
I don't know why we would move 4th platoon up. There's nothing over here right now. I don't want to move them up this turn. Like 2nd platoon.
I agree. I can be convinced of that. All right. So the first sergeant, these guys both get 1.
Yeah, the XO is green. I don't know why that thing says vet. The XO is, these are backwards. The XO is green and the first sergeant is a vet.
These don't automatically do. These.
All right. So the XO is green, so he can only save 2, right? And I don't think he has anything to do with them because he
should not do anything.
Or actually, can he try to unpin himself?
Yeah, he can. And he could try to unpin that guy, but it doesn't. Well, if he unpinned him, he'd move it during the.
And they're not under a volume of fire, right?
He's automatically unpinned.
Yeah, they're automatically going to get unpinned. So I don't think we need. Let's just leave him where he is. He probably actually got 0 commands, by the way, because he's pinned.
No, he's just 1 because they get one regardless.
Yeah. All right, that's great.
So he ought to unpin himself just because he's going to waste a command.
Okay, fine. He'll unpin himself.
The first sergeant should do nothing.
Wait, is that right?
No, the first sergeant should actually shift fire.
Right, he should shift fire.
And then he should call in artillery. So he should spend he should spend all of his.
That's fine. Once we start activating him, he'll build them up fast. So he's going to tell the
artillery FO.
Oh, the one who's with him. Yeah. That's right. He can only talk to the one who's with him.
But he gets 3.
To drop artillery there. The artillery FO is line, so he's drawing 3 cards. 3 cards?
Don't call a short. No short.
3 cards, though?
3 cards.
Woohoo! Excellent.
Like that.
Well, that should clean up that problem.
All right. Whew. All right. General initiative?
Yep. 1. All right. I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think we should use one of our +1 general initiatives and get both of our units out of or actually, maybe we should only send one of them and get the engineers out of this card. We'll leave this guy here to stay heavily engaged, and we'll just sacrifice him.
Move the engineers over here.
We spend the 1 to move the engineers over here. I mean, it's risky insofar as, or we could hypothetically move the engineers here. We could move them again next turn, but then they would be.
Yeah, but then they trigger.
So, I know, but we're heavily engaged. Like, we'll be drawn.
Yeah, I'd rather get him here.
Yeah. Well, no, hang on. Before you make him exposed, he can infiltrate. Oh, no. Can he? He probably can't infiltrate when he's pinned. Can he?
I don't think. No, pinned cannot. They can.
Okay, he can't infiltrate when he's pinned. Okay.
Well, yeah, and we don't want to use the auto.
No,
the +1 general.
Yeah. So that way,
I don't think that's a bold move.
That way, if this guy ends up getting destroyed this turn, which is a decent possibility, then this guy will just melt away. But regardless, he's just going to keep pounding away on this single step.
I'm hoping he takes out his guy.
And that's another good point. He's could take out his guy, and then we can just move guys back into this card next turn.
Yeah, their guy's gonna.
All right. I was thinking we needed to spend a general initiative to move that guy out, but I actually think having heavily engaged is more valuable than moving that step out.
So that's the one general. I think that's the only one.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do anything else because this card's dealt with. This card's dealt with. This card isn't dealt with, but there's really nothing we can do about that card.
Yep.
So now we're probably moving spooky, right?
Well, capture segment. Do we get this casualty?
They're on a card. Oh, that's a good question. They're on an unoccupied.
Enemy casualties on unoccupied and friendly occupied cards are captured.
Hello. Please join us.
Got that guy.
That was kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah. Well, we just snuck up into the elephant grass and took them.
Chances are what really happened is they kind of straggled up blundered into here or something.
Either that or it might reflect in, well, that's an overall, not just a view.
All right.
So now I believe it's spooky. There is no retreat, right? We don't have an unparalleled or a litter team that's, nope. All right.
So the thing about placing, so I think spooky's going to trigger one of these cards. By the way, does he trigger it at I mean, we have a better.
No context though.
I know, but the thing is, we have a better for heavily engaged. Is it like?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we'd be better off now getting him
onto a B where because C does it. That's a question. Does it trigger? As he's.
It says if there's no other units, right? A C with no other units.
solely is automatically no contact. So we should get him into B because we draw fewer cards if we move him onto a B than if we
it's
give
ironic.
him a no
Yep.
contact C. So I think we should move him onto a B.
So where do we want him?
Well, I'm kind of thinking maybe we here because then we've got these 3 cards covered. But you could get me to make an argument for here to sort of like try to keep this from going crazy.
Well, where would we put our volumes of fire? Because I don't want to put one here. That's a
Yeah. Well, I was thinking. I mean, that's a good question.
So I feel like if he's going to be anywhere, it would be here. Actually,
Yep.
you might put one here, here, and here.
Go for it. I like it. So,
and where do we want the illumination?
We don't care
Same
about
places?
we don't care about illuminating this card. Well, we might care about them if they trigger PCs. Yeah, I think we put them up. Don't we put them up?
I don't think we want those guys.
We don't want them on the third row because then it's illuminating us, right?
Yeah, I think we want them up here. Again.
You can just right click on the card and choose place illumination.
Oh, nope. Nope, I didn't.
So then we're going to place a volume of fire, place a volume of fire, and place a volume of fire, right?
That's what I think.
Yep, I like it. Whew. Okie dokie.
All right. Incoming.
Yep. So
flip
that, flip that.
Okay.
Okay, that's that. Oh, we did this. No, we didn't do that out of order. Now potential contact evaluation. So we're going to evaluate this one, this one.
Not enemy activity check, though.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'm putting them down.
It's just potential contact, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The reality is...
So we got to do the it's all Bs.
I think they're all Bs and nothing there, right? Nothing there. We're doing this one. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Got that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. Those are them, right?
Yep. That's it. Yep. So we've got 6 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all Bs.
Yep.
5th one. So it'll be this guy.
That would be here in theory.
Yep. All right. So we're drawing 2.
2.
Oh, son of a gun.
Not with that. With these exposed. Oh,
that's so bad. All right. 7 on a potential contact B.
That may not be as bad.
4.
7. That's
Package
a 4
4.
probe. They're not firing at us yet.
Okay.
Squad infiltration attempt.
CSR 8.
Make an infiltration attempt by drawing 2 cards. Successful, place a new enemy unit on not exposed. So the question is where? If the action is not successful, they're out of cover.
So this may not be so bad because they don't open fire.
No, they don't open fire. That was actually really good for them.
Okay, so I'm drawing 2 cards to see if they infiltrate, right?
2 cards to see if they infiltrate. Yep.
They do not.
They did not.
So they're just going to be exposed.
So which direction?
8. 5. So that's probably...
left front. So they're here.
So they're there. Okay. Oh, spooky. We can just mow them down. And these guys will open fire.
So will these guys. Oh, no, just those guys.
Do we get a crossfire? Yeah, we get a crossfire from spooky, right?
I would think so. Fire coming from 2 spots.
Yep.
Feels potentially damaging.
Yep, that might be okay. At least we know he's there next turn, so we can...
Yep. All right.
We pin
There's 5 left.
5 left. Yep. 5th one. So this is this guy.
Yep.
1,
on 2,
2.
right?
No contact, and there goes the short round. So till we
Okay. Until we
4 left.
when I play solitaire, I start to make notes on here when it's gone. I don't know how legit that is,
fourth
but
one. Oh,
so it's right here.
You're not in a casino. You can count cards.
Good.
Nothing.
Awesome.
That's awesome. All right. 3 more.
3 more.
So we're just going to work our way backwards. So that's this guy.
God.
Nothing. Gritting my teeth. So the top one is spooky, right? 1 is spooky.
Correct. Yep.
So it is
cards.
spooky. It is spooky.
Yep, spooky.
This one I wouldn't mind drawing it for. If we're going to have to. Nope. All right. So the last one.
All right.
All right. There we go. We're getting on top of it. We're getting on top of it now. Yeah. We're getting on top of it now. Okay.
That definitely made up for turn 1.
Yeah, that definitely made up for turn 1. Okay.
Pinned recovery. We got a few.
We got
like all these guys.
Yep. All those guys.
That guy, that guy, that guy. This guy, well, fortunately, not on
this
pinned.
guy.
All these guys, right?
Yep. That guy.
And that's it, actually.
That
He's
guy.
just exposed. Okay.
That worked out pretty good, man. I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we probably have to get a little fewer guys on this card though, because
the one thing I want to do while we're
what I'm hoping is that this guy becomes like a litter team or something that may not necessarily move, because I'd like to keep this card occupied, you know. Okay, so what now we're doing? Now we're doing the check for damage.
Correct.
So that guy is a -7 +4 because of the incoming fire we don't use the moon, right?
Well, it's +1 for the card. The illumination doesn't matter.
Right? Sorry. So it's -7 +2. Because you've got crossfire -1 -5. So -7
and then +3.
No, plus it is
4.
It is +4, but
it's +3.
+3. So it's a -4.
-3, isn't it? +7 -4 or minus.
No, it's actually -3 because. Oh no! Sorry.
The incoming, yeah.
Wait, no,
it's a -3.
Yeah. -3. Sorry, I'm trying to work the moon in, and I'm being an idiot. Sorry. Well, we got a hit.
It's okay. It was a hit regardless.
Line. Paralyzed.
And that's the end of that guy.
Absolutely perfect. Because now this
card,
hopefully this guy gets lucky, and we're.
Yeah. By the way, I had actually made so many. There's 13 states on that thing.
Yeah. Well, one of the things you should do is, well, no, you can just go down here and pick it because they're listed here.
I know. I forgot there were 13 states.
Got it. Okay. All right. So that's that card.
Just so you know, and for those watching, I had mentioned the idea of the EXO coming over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if this guy has a grenade hit and moves, this grenade hit turns into a card grenade miss. And I was like, not doing that.
No. I'd rather that guy just soak
I'd rather that guy get obliterated than.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't happen.
That was good.
So this now. So that is -6.
6 +4, right?
+4, because we got -1 +1 for the moon.
Yep.
So -2.
-2.
Hit.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Hit.
Line. All right, we could use something big here.
That's all right.
FC. It's not bad.
I'm happy with that.
I mean, it basically removes him as a squad, right?
He is no longer a squad. It's a bunch of fire teams. The question is, what kind of fire team? So NVA turns into just, there's an AS and an A is what happened. So That is number 11, so I'm guessing that's 10. Does that not work? Oh, because I'm trying to do it to the wrong. There they are.
Good news, those are good. Okay, these guys. They're all pinned, so even if they fire,
Pinned,
it'll be
and
all
they
pinned
are-
fire.
Yep.
Which they will open fire.
They
Well, actually,
will.
no. They.
Correct.
Oh no, that isn't the artillery. They will open fire, but we can probably
will
put some
open.
artillery in there. Okie doke.
We do have a mortar here as well.
Yeah. There's nothing here,
Nothing
and
there.
we should get rid of that. That doesn't actually exist.
So that guy over here now.
So
He is a -3, +3, +2, right?
Yes. So he's a +3. No,
Plus
he's
two,
a
I
+2. +2. My
+2.
math is so bad. Well, do it. Miss! Oh my god!
Thank you.
Oh my god. Turn
Even
2
pinned
is
him.
our friend.
Yes. All right. And then the next one is here.
Yep. 1 second.
So it's a -3 for the incoming, +3. So those offset.
Yep.
So this guy's a -2, and we're a +2, right?
That looks about right to me. So we should do him first.
Yep, -2.
-2.
Wipe them out.
Actually, I'm okay with that pinned result because, well, it depends on
Yeah,
whether or
it
not
keeps
we
us heavily
survive.
engaged. All right, so that's a +2 we
Because
said, right?
this guy only has one more shot left, I think, right? One more fire. No, he's got
Two.
2. We're +2, we said?
+2, yep.
Pinned. That's actually not,
Okay.
that's actually about what we wanted, frankly.
Well, he was already pinned, so it's exactly the same.
I know. So it's actually, I would say, what we wanted.
It keeps us heavily engaged, which is good.
It keeps us heavily engaged, which is, I think, is actually really good.
At least for now. This guy could run away.
Yes, he could, and if he does, we can use a general initiative maybe to get this guy out of the card, and then this guy will just disappear the next chance he gets, I think.
So I probably have to go eat at this point.
Well, let's
After we
finish
clean
up.
up?
Yeah, that's fine. I probably got to go
I think
too.
that's the combat effects. I took away all the ammo already.
Okay.
I think it's just cleanup.
Just cleanup.
And on to turn 3.
Well, at the end of turn 1, I was pretty certain this was going to be the end of our campaign, but I feel like we're in much better state here at the end of turn 2.
I agree. Now, we're still heavily engaged.
Yeah, because we got volumes of fire on a lot of different cards right now, and we got a card that's mutually occupied, at least for now.
Depends
on what that guy does.
Volumes of fire.
I mean, these guys. Well, they're all.
Well, actually,
pinned.
one thing we should do real quick is before we go is this guy's no longer firing, which he wasn't, but these guys are now firing, and they will fire at the card with the most steps, right? So I think it's going to be that card. That's 7. Oh, this guy's 11.
Okay, so he's going to fire there. Oops, that's the right. Sorry, I misclicked.
So it'd be good to get down mortar.
It'd be good to take that volume of fire away. I agree.
I'm going to go